Everybody, it's Omar. It's Saturday, September 16th, 4:18 p.m. and I wanted to make a quick video talking about my play from yesterday. I wasn't supposed to trade, but I made a quick trade. I actually made two, one win, one loss. And it's been a while since I made some videos, and I promise I'll get back to making more videos on a consistent basis. Just, I got a lot of responsibilities, a lot of things going on, so let's get to it. So I'll post my watch list for Monday. I don't know if I'm gonna trade Monday. I don't know. I'm gonna be pretty busy, but maybe if I'm lucky, I'll have a few moments to maybe see something. I do trade from work, and it's very, very difficult. I'll post. This is the watch list I have for Monday. Let's talk about the play I had for Friday. I had two. This is my win, which was ARRY. These are like Fibonacci retracements. I found this script on, I just Googled Fibonacci retracement, automatic retracements, and I found some script on some obscure thread, and I'm trying to play with it. I'm kind of figuring out Fibonacci retracements are actually pretty good. That's why you see this here. I'm still learning them. I'm still understanding when is the best time to use them, so it's still sort of foreign to me, but I'm learning. I'm gonna remove them for now. Let me get out of this. Apply. Okay, and I'm gonna get rid of this one here. Apply. Okay. So let's talk about why it was on my watch list, and why I took the trade. So, I like shorting, especially when the market opens. I like shorting washes. ARRY has a habit of washing, so let me do this. Let's do. I'll show you real quick. Make it nice, easy one. Let's put this here, and let's just do one chart. And let's do 10 days, 5 minutes. Sorry guys. 10 days, 5 minutes. Alright, so if you notice, every time ARRY has a run, has a move, it always has a nice little wash. So if you notice, back in this was what, September 8th, ARRY had this crazy spike up, and it came all the way back down to 1060. Had another spike up to 1128, came back down to 1065. Had another big spike up all the way up to 1192, and then when the market opened, look at this complete wash. I mean, I made a killing that day. So it has this habit, right? Pattern recognition. That's what you gotta see. Look, it washed all day, and it spikes pre-market the next day, which was the 12th. It goes from 10 to 1120, and again, what happened when the market opened? It tanked, which is, so with that said, and it's been doing that every day. Look, another pre-market rip, a tank, and this is just shorts covering, all right, and then another move up, and then look what happened after hours, tanked, then another move up, and it sort of consolidated, had this big breakout. Then after market tanked, and then this was my trade. So has this rip up, and then look, another big tank. It's just been running in this range from like 9 to like 12. I mean, this is just a cash cow, to be honest with you. So if we look at ARRY, so what happens is pre-market, the stock is moving up. Let me just zoom in here, and it's kind of gapping up, pulling down, gapping up, pulling down. So it's forming like higher highs and higher lows here, and it got up to a high of 1138, and then it had this big tank. So what I did was, obviously I like to, use my little trend lines. So you have your little trend line, right? So this is high day at this point, and so this is resistance, and this becomes support, right here. Oops, let me go. And this is support. So what happens? The market opens, right? So this is all pre-market. The market opens, and then you have this big wick, right? And this is just bulls and bears fighting for it, right? First it goes down, then it comes up. So it goes from 1104 to 1134 in a 2-minute span. So I'm still watching it, trying to get my entry because I'm not really sure what to do. And then I see it start tanking, and then I see it ripping back up. So I'm not really comfortable yet. And in this candle, it kind of comes up and comes down. And in here, I thought about making a trade, but I was still a little uncomfortable. And then I saw in this candle went from 1120 to 1111, and the next candle went up to 1120. And I saw it didn't break that, so that's where I entered. I got executed at 11. I think it was 16. I think what was it? 2,000 shares. And in the next minute, this shit fucking tanked. It got down all the way down to 1077, and I actually, because I don't have a lot of time to trade, I actually covered like in I think it was like 10. It started coming back up, and like 1080 I covered. So it was a nice little trade for me. I took a nice little win, nice profit there. It was about if I try to remember, it's like about $600 really quickly. So that was nice in the first 10 minutes. And if I held strong, risking my 1120 and watch, because of the pattern recognition, I should have known better to just hold it, because look at the crazy washes this stock has. And look, this thing continued to collapse pretty much all day. It found its support at 1080, and then and then it kind of like sort of gapped up, and then it kind of tanked again. Because it keeps doing the same thing. I wouldn't be surprised Monday to see this thing move again pre-market and then tank again. It just continues to happen. So that was my first trade, and I won. Now the second trade I took, and I took a loss, was on let's see, yeah, it was here, NCMI. So this thing kept squeezing shorts all day. Friday is usually not the best day to short a stock, but I saw this stock running. It was just running all day. It had some news, some bullshit earnings report. I mean, this is it's an AMC holding company, movie company. It had some good earnings, not even great earnings for it to run like this. But I think the reason why this kept moving the way it did is because shorts got squeezed. I will absolutely be looking to short this Monday if it shows some weakness at the open, especially if it breaks below, if it goes from green to red, meaning if it breaks below the previous day's close price. This had 1, 2, 3, 4 green days. You gotta expect it, to give some of that back. The last time it had a run, it had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 green days before it tanked. We'll see. Price action always dictates everything. But I would expect people are going to take profit come Monday. That's my assumption. Now, where I tried to short it was, I think it was right in, it was right over here. So at this point, this is like high a day, and I'm thinking, all right, I see this candle here, it's high a day. I took a short here at 660, risking 661 was the high. I risked 660. I put it like 3 cents. I just put a 3-cent stop because I really couldn't watch it. I literally made my short. I took 1,000 share short position. I got executed at 660. I had my stop set at 663, and I didn't pay attention to the screen. I just kind of walked away because my hope was that it was going to start to fade and get back to VWAP. That was my hope. But sure enough, it started tanking a little bit, consolidated, and whoop, back up, and I took a stop. I took like a $30 loss there. So and the thing just kept running all day. And this is all you see. These are shorts getting squeezed. These are people taking short positions. Some people taking a little bit of profit, and they're just getting squeezed. And if you look at it, it didn't have a ton of volume. It showed 3 million shares, but throughout the day, this was, if you notice, they're not big blocks of volume on the 1 minute chart. And then in the last minute, this thing just took off, so these were shorts covering. That's what made it squeeze. There were shorts at the end of the day, and this shit is not tanking like I thought it was, and then it just fucking then it just spikes up. So my hope is Monday I'll be looking to short this NCMI. Hopefully I'll be looking to take a short, and ARRY from, it's not on my watch list, so let me put it on here. ARRY. I'll be looking to short that too. MGTI, I would be probably looking, it's doing what it did before, where, the stock, you see how it got up to 4. I told everybody that this shit was going to collapse back to 2, and it did. I just think Thinkorswim doesn't have shares to short, so I couldn't short it. But you know, it got back down to almost where the breakout happened. Really, the breakout happened here, 150. You know, but it's back here, and you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if this thing runs again to 4, because it did this one. This was MGT last year, so I'm gonna be looking to go long on this to, you know, for a potential swing trade. You know, it's just a pump. This is a dog shit company, but you know, pattern recognition. You know, it just sometimes you just recognize the patterns and you go again. So that's what I'm gonna be looking at Monday. You know, in terms of my plays, these are my watch list. You know, PTN is a stock that, you know, categorize this because I'm not sure if this is the case, but I have a friend who's like an amazing swing trader, and he's like certain that PTN is going to be a $7 stock because he says they have a lot of cash and they have a tremendous amount of contracts coming up. And he told me back in like May that in September expect the stock to spike, and it spiked. I mean, he called it, and you know, he's been buying shares of the stocks in the 30s. He got over 1 million shares of the stock, all right, already, and he's trying to buy more. He's so certain that this stock is gonna go to like $6 or $7. I don't know, but he's for certain that it is. But we'll see. You know, if it breaks past its 80 cent, because I think 80 cent last year, that's where it was like at its peak, like yeah, 89 cents. So if you can get past 89 cents, yeah, I think that, you know, then this thing may start running. We'll see. So, you know, this is my video, and you know, I'll try to make some more. But you know, subscribe to the channel. I got tons of content there that'll keep you busy. Trust me. Patterns are the same. Everything's the same. Nothing has really changed, other than biotech stocks are, you know, really hot. So keep an eye out for that. All right. So have a great weekend, and you know, hit me up. All right.